Hello fellow artists! In this video, I demonstrate how to paint and draw mushrooms with watercolor pencils. I also chat about warm and cool colors and how important they are in art. So let's get to it. All right, so here I am doing the mushrooms with Caran d'Ache Aquarelle watercolor pencils. I am using their museum aquarelle, technically, with a brush a watercolor brush that I really like. And this is a cold pressed watercolor paper. Now, the great thing about doing these mushrooms is that it's a great study on cool reds and warm reds. So right there, that is scarlet, and that is a cool red, meaning like a bluer red, leaning more towards blue, where the orange underneath, like that highlight, is orange. I'm using an orangey red. So this is just a really great study on cools and warms. Now, why do we need to understand the distinction between cool and warm colors? Well, it's essential for any artist, and it really helps to understand them, whether you're creating a landscape, a portrait. Knowing how the warm and cool colors work together can make a difference. And I don't mean blending them together. It's actually completely opposite. You want to keep them separated. Don't blend them together, but have them complement each other, such as how I did the cool blue on top of the mushroom, the larger mushroom to the right. Then right underneath for the highlight is an orangey red, and they're not touching each other. I didn't blend the two. Now, if you do blend the two, that's how you get mud, especially with watercolors. So easy to get mud. You don't want to blend your warms and your cools together. You want to keep them separate, but they can be next to each other. The best way to play around with cools and warm colors is to make swatches. If you're one of my students, you'll know I am always preaching about making swatches, getting to know your colors, whether they're colored pencils or watercolors. Make swatches, blend your cool reds and your cool blues, then blend your cool reds and your warm blues and see what happens. Totally different violet you'll get. Now I am using a Posca pen to create the little spots. I don't know what they're called on the mushroom. The great thing about the Posca pen is that you can draw right over it. I mean, you have to be careful so it doesn't flake off, but you can create kind of more dimension, like depth, after you do the white, so it's not such a bright white. So you can see I used a lot here, and I actually did a fun technique where I used my finger and blended it. I got a lot on the canvas and blended it with my finger. There it is right there, and going in. Yeah, this paper was so absorbent it just sucked it right up. If you like this quick tutorial, this quick lesson, there's lots more on my Patreon channel, patreon.com/MollysFineArt. And there are lots of freebies, downloads for artists on my website, mollysfineart.com. Thank you, fellow artists. I'll see you in the next video.